Apple introduced their powerful and redesigned all-new iMac featuring the M1 silicon in its first spring-loaded 2021 event. With this new redesign, iMac is finally joining the Apple M1 lineup. Along with the M1, the new iMac features a 4.5K inch Retina display, studio quality mic, and much more. The internet right now seems to be filled with hatred or love regarding the product, but I have my own opinion regarding the same, which I will be telling about later on. Apple's new iMac now boasts a boatload of features and upgrades over the previous generation of 21.5 inch and 24 inch iMac. The new iMac also marks another step forward for Apple in its transition to Apple Silicon. Apple went all out in the design department of the new iMac. The redesign is aided by M1 silicon. Apple was able to fit it into a body that is 50% thinner than the last iMac. The boxy design that we have been seeing all over the new Apple products like the iPhone or the iPad has now come over to the iMac too. The new iMac is only 11.5mm thin and weighs less than 10 pounds, making it one of the thinnest and lightest desktop computers right now. Apart from that, the Mac is now more colorful than ever. The redesign of the iMac makes it much more compact and vibrant and can be placed anywhere as you need. This is the point where it being too colorful and vibrant comes up. We need to look at our target audience here. The base iMacs are basically what the family computers are, or the dormitory or hostel computers are, and they are not basically a power user device. For a general purpose desktop, that device needs to look in coherence with the aesthetics of that room, wherever it needs to be placed in. And the way that they have added colors to the product, it gives you an option to basically have it as the centerpiece of your room. The entire point of devices that Apple makes or any brand makes is that it wants a product not to melt among the slew of similar devices, but to look iconic and recognizable. And this is where iMac, in my opinion, wins in. In addition to that, the iMac features an incredible 4.5K inch Retina display, which basically is a great upgrade from the last 21-inch iMac. And there is a huge bezel at the bottom, but I would say that that's something that gives the iMac its iconic look. And if you remove that, the iMac would just look like any other monitors on the market right now. Another point that I noted was that the iMac comes with a 143-watt power supply, which is a bit confusing because the M1 Mac Mini uses just 30 watts of power, and a 5K Retina display, Mac takes about 60 watts of power. So this extra wattage that comes in my opinion, that is just basically Apple trying to future-proof their power supply fabrication, so that whenever they release the new upcoming iMacs or whatever else which needs higher power, they can just use the same power supply across the supply chain. We have already seen how M1 as a chip performs in the wild right now. The first leg of M1 that we saw with the MacBook Air, the 13-inch MacBook Pro or the Mac Mini, we saw how the performance of it just blew apart the competition right now in the market. And with the M1 inside the new iMac, the same goes for it too. Considering that it starts at $1,299, it might sound a bit much, but think about it, that the Mac Mini, which is a great value for money device, take that, add a 4K display, add a decent Bluetooth wireless mouse and keyboard to it, and it will cost more than the $1,299 asking price for this, and this contains everything that you need for an all-in-one device. So in my opinion, it's a great value for money device for this budget and for the use case that it has. In my opinion, the main point that comes out of it, it's not about the iMac coming up, which is an important thing, but the thing that what Apple has done with having their M1 chip right now. The M1 chip runs the new iPad, which I will be talking about in the next video. This iMac runs the MacBook Pro, as well as the Mac Mini. Having single chip has made Apple get through the semiconductor crisis that is going on in the world right now, because it just needs one fabrication plant and it just needs to fabricate only one chip, which makes it a lot easier than other manufacturers trying to source from Intel and AMD and trying to source whatever they could. So basically, with the new redesign and the inclusion of the M1 chip inside, Apple took everything that the consumers loved about the older iMac and made it better. Now it's only a matter of time when Apple releases a 32-inch iMac that will replace the older 27-inch one with the new upcoming maybe M1X or M2 chip inside. And I can't wait for what they come out with the same. If you have any comments regarding the iMac or any other product that Apple released in the spring-loaded event, please let me know in the comments down below. Please do like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next episode.